Would you like to increase your vibration instantly to attract what you want into your life, to raise your energy frequency? This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and this is the Ask Jake Show. Number one, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and go like this. Think about how many ways we lower our energy by feeling guilt and shame, or being too hard on ourselves, or punishing ourselves. And think about if you do this in your life. Now, if you look back through human history, one of the primary ways that we were controlled was through guilt and shame. Like, we were taught through institutions and religions, like, we're these like untrustworthy, sinful little people. We need to feel guilt and shame and fear, all this like going to hell, and like we've been bred with guilt and shame for so long. So it's like it's deeply ingrained in us. And if you're somebody that watches videos like these, you obviously, in one sense, have an image of how you want to live. Like, you see, even if you haven't reached it yet, you see a lot of potential in yourself, and you hold yourself to a high standard. And comment yes if that's true. I believe it is. But when that happens, sometimes you can show up in not that way. Your energy is low, or you're tired, or you're agitated easily, or you're not inspired, or you're doubtful, or you're short-tempered. It can be all types of things. And the instant reaction is to be like, oh, you idiot, you're dumb, what are you doing? Or just some other way that we have guilt and shame or negativity redirected at ourselves. And it's important to understand, every single day of every single second, you're not going to feel inspired. Now, the word inspired comes from the Latin root word in spirit. In alignment. We're in alignment with our spirit. Now, we live in a physical world and there's a lot of things going on, so sometimes our focus is going to get directed towards the physical and pull us out of being inspired. So simply forgive yourself. It's okay. Because the point of the frustrations that you feel when you're in a bad vibe, quote unquote bad, is so that you come back into a good energy, so that you learn more about yourself, so that you learn more about your mind, so that you learn more about the way that you think, and that you have more solutions. Not only for yourself, so that you can also assist friends, family, community, coworkers, whomever. You can assist them in raising their energy. You can become an inspiration and a leader. So there's a deep purpose in when your vibe is off. And unless you have a clear meaning that there actually is a purpose behind this, then otherwise you're going to be too frustrated. And the more frustrated we are at ourselves, the more we're like, why aren't I inspired? Why I should feel better today, or I'm so upset that I don't feel good today, and it's so frustrating. This is 2 weeks in a row I felt like this, and da 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 da. The more we do that, the more that we're disconnected from our source. And the more we're disconnected from our source, we can't reconnect to a higher energy. Forgive yourself, it's okay. We're on this beautiful human journey in order to learn, to grow, to experience, and sometimes those experiences come in lower vibe states, sometimes they come in higher vibe states. They all serve an equal purpose. Number two, alkalize. Literally, this is like probably the very first thing that I do if I don't feel my energy that high, is I alkalize. So an acidic state is often where cancer is. It's where more negative emotions can be acidic in our body. And alkalizing is a lot higher frequency. It makes you feel better. They've seen that as bodies have become more alkalized, it's even healed certain illnesses. And so I'll just alkalize. Whether that means a green juice, I have my spirulina too, I got my spirulina tablets, whether it's salads, whatever it is, drinking a bunch more water too, also hydrating a lot, I do that. And it sounds silly, and it's like, oh, give me something that's cooler. Every day, that's how I am able to shoot the amount of videos that I shoot, to feel like I'm able to focus a lot, to get a lot of things done, and feeling the best I've ever felt in my life, and it comes from alkalizing. So whether that's green juices for you, or go on Amazon or go to your local store and find some spirulina tablets or some green powders or whatever it is. People say, well, it doesn't taste good or it doesn't look good. Who cares? Why do you care the way something looks if it makes you feel better? Why do you care if for 2 seconds it doesn't taste good? It makes you feel good. I'm at this place where even if it doesn't taste good, it does taste good because I know it's so good for me. And when you're moving in that place of doing the things that are so good for you, it raises your energy. Number 3, gratituding. Immediately what happens when we're in a negative state? We notice the silliest things that are wrong. Oh, stupid windows haven't been cleaned in forever. If I didn't live here, if I lived somewhere else, the windows would be way better. Did my wife, did my husband, did my kids seriously forget to do the dishes? Oh my God. The water isn't heating up in the shower today? Oh my God. Oh my God, my boss is so, I only have this much money. Oh, that is the stupidest commercial I ever saw, right? We just go on these tangents because when we're in a negative state, it's easier to continue to identify with that energy. And so it's important to deliberately make an intention to have the discipline to move into a state that you're grateful for. Now, talking about it when you're in that state, I don't think has as much power unless you're very emotional. And I'm so grateful for this because you need to change your energy. What is energy? It's emotions. What are your emotions? Your emotions, your energy in motion, what causes your energy, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, your perceptions, that's what creates it. So that's what puts us in a bad vibe to begin with, quote unquote. And so what I'll do is I'll pull out a piece of paper and I'll just start writing everything I'm grateful for. And then I read it out loud afterwards. So I'll write about I'm so grateful that I think about the fact that you get to see at all, and if you can't see, if you're blind, think about the fact that you can hear. Think about the fact that you have senses. And I just go on this tangent like that about everything I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I just went to the store and I had the $3 to buy a cup of coffee. I'm so grateful for it. And I move into that place because I need to habitually shift my perception. I need to take that concentrated effort. So gratituding, and make a list of at least 10 things that you're grateful for and then read it back to yourself. Number 4, exercise. What puts us in a bad vibe state? Really, if you look at it chemically in the body, what's happening is that actually you're just you're not producing enough feel-good chemicals in your brain, so you're not feeling good. Right? Dopamine, serotonin, all those chemicals. Well, the easiest way to boost our emotional state is exercise. So my exercise regimen is a minimum of 5 days a week. Minimum, hard. Now I'm in Maui and I live in a remote area, so I'm not super close to any gym, so I started doing CrossFit. I actually really have loved it. And I don't care what it is, as long as I'm getting pushed really hard and at the end I'm lying flat on the ground after my exercise, it works for me, And you gotta understand, we live on 3 planes of existence. We live on the physical plane, we live on the spiritual plane, we live on the mental plane. This channel, we deal with the mental and spiritual planes primarily. So mental plane, I talk about, I need to reprogram my subconscious mind. You need to reprogram your subconscious mind. Concentrated efforts to master the mental plane, or I always talk about my hypnosis. And if you're new to the channel, download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com down below. It's to train your mental realm to attract what you want by eliminating negative belief systems, Jake's hypnosis. So that's mental training. Spiritual training you could call maybe meditating. Or you could call it finding your purpose in life to fulfill that spirituality aspect. That's training on the spiritual realm. But what about the physical realm? And generally, metaphysical thinkers quite often can neglect the physical realm. We live in a physical world, and while your body isn't your true self, it's a garage that's parking your soul. And it's a good idea to have the strongest, fastest, most healthy, vibrant, and well that you can possibly have it, because it's gonna aid your physical human experience. It's gonna give you more energy, more vitality. That's what allows me to be so productive, is that I put myself into good shape, right? And so it's very important. And so they've done so many studies that it increases all the feel-good chemicals in your brain. They've seen minor cases of depression healed with 4 days a week of exercise. Like, there's so many, if you go on Google, there's so many studies you can find on the literal scientific benefits of exercise. If you want to raise your energy, move your body. 5, make somebody's day. Go out and make somebody's day. Maybe it's your grandma you haven't seen in a while, give her a call. Maybe it's your grandpa you haven't seen in a while, give him a call. Maybe it's a friend you haven't talked to since high school, but you guys are still close even though you don't talk much. Give him a call. Give your mom a call, give your dad a call, give your brother, your sister a call. Give your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife a call. Give somebody in your life, give a coworker a call that's going through a tough time. Give somebody a call and say, hey, I'm just, you know, moving through the day, trying to get a bunch of stuff done, but I was just thinking about you, and I just wanted to tell you that I loved you, and I hope you're having a great day. How's everything going today? Martin Luther King said, you'll never be free until you step outside of the narrow confines of your personal concerns for the broader ones of those around you. What does that mean? You'll never be free until you step outside of the narrow confines of your personal concerns. Until you step outside of your ego, you can never be free. And as soon as we step outside of our ego, we step outside of the story even existing of us being in bad vibes. You forget about it entirely. Like, have you ever, like, I don't know, had a sprained finger, and then like you were playing sports, or you like were doing something for somebody else, you had to take the kids to school, and you weren't thinking about yourself, and you forgot for like 8 hours you had a sprained finger, right? As soon as we get outside of our story, of our ego, and we serve something larger than ourselves, we're free. That's why I love doing what I do so much. That's why I love making these videos. I ask Spirit to speak through me. It feels great. It feels amazing. It makes me feel inspired. Do something for somebody else. Decide in this moment. What are you going to do for somebody else? Comment it down below. What are you going to do for somebody else? And see if you can make them smile. See if you can make their day. Comment it down below what you're going to do to take that next step. Alright, this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, talking about how to raise your vibration to feel more amazing. Download my free success hypnosis down below, jakeshypnosis.com. Train your subconscious mind for success, for abundance. I always say brainwash yourself before the world does. The world tries to brainwash us with negativity. Why not brainwash yourself? That's what I said 5 years ago when I created this. It's allowed me to live the life of my dreams. It's free, jakeshypnosis.com. And press the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You gotta make sure you hit that. People are like, hey, why am I subscribed to your channel but I'm not seeing your videos right when they're coming out? It's because the bell notification is actually what notifies you to actually see my videos. So make sure you hit the bell notification, and thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a beautiful day. Go make somebody's day. I hope that this video alone has raised your vibration. Think about the fact that you're a beautiful, marvelous, magnificent human being on planet Earth, spinning on a giant or tiny, depending on your perception, little dust rock through infinite, endless space. We're here with the internet, and we incarnated as these souls, as these spiritual beings into these little physical bodies, just so we can learn and remember the true power that we have and the ability that we have to create more love, more happiness, more joy, more prosperity, and more importantly, realize ourselves as an infinite spiritual being. Whoa! That's what you are. Have a beautiful day, and I pray, I hope, I wish that this has increased your vibration.